Hello everyone and welcome back into part 4 of our Cleopatra Deity Challenge. Here we are playing with Secret Societies mode enabled and Heroes and Legends mode enabled. And let me tell you, having no production for most of the game and no culture city-states is really putting a bit of a damper on our prospects of finishing this game up early. I'm not going to spoil this episode for you guys, but a lot of good happens and a lot of bad happens. So we're going to take it in stride and try and come back in episode 5 and win this game. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Check out the description below for a whole bunch of links to a variety of things that you might want to check out, including the live stream where we stream Civilization and Football Manager each 3 to 4 times a week. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. A heroic age is upon us, and this is all very exciting. Got bombards and stuff. All right. What else is going on here? Nobody near us. We have a cultural alliance with Wilhelmina, so the loyalty doesn't really affect it all. And then Gandhi and Gilgamesh sporting some regular ages, some normal ages. And then golden for Jadwiga. Also a heroic for Victoria. Good for her. Good for Victoria. We might as well pick the 3 that aren't the military ones because we will not be going to war. Heartbeat Esteem is going to give us a little more production with our campuses, so that's rather nice. Otherwise, a little more gold from trade routes. And then Hicks and Draconis is really interesting. If we can find a space to settle on a different continent than our starting one, we will start with 4 population there, and that might be something we want to take a look at, so we'll see if there's a space for this on the map. Indoctrination is going to be really important for us here. We are not going to use these cultists to actually flip cities with the loyalty, but we are going to buy a bunch of cultists right now, and we are going to get them used right away so we can acquire their relics, and those relics will fit in nicely with all the old god obelisks we have in our cities, and you can see how many old god obelisks we have here that can hold those relics. All right, let us buy some cultist units. And I will send these guys just to Groningen here to get used up so we can create relics as early as possible. When you use the last charge of a cultist and you recruit followers for the last time, there's 1 charge left, we're going to use it. You just automatically get the relic, and that relic will automatically be placed in one of the open old god obelisk slots that you have. We did find some land up here, but it is the same continent as our starting continent, which is unfortunate, which means we will not get the bonus production, or the bonus population, sorry, if we come settle here. It still might be worth settling, though, because of all the great appeal for national parks that we'll need. We did get the Taj Mahal nabbed away for us. That's really unfortunate, but I think I remember saying at the beginning that that's totally fine if it happens. We made a play for it. If we didn't get the production, it's fine. I'm going to use that production to actually grab a settler here. Magnus is already in the city, and we have found we want to settle 1 city down here for a national park, and you can fit 2 or 3 national parks over here as well. And we're going to need to beat Jadwiga and Gilgamesh to it. There's not a whole lot happening right now, but I have put the limes card in really quickly just to allow us to build walls in our cities. Walls do give a little bit of tourism, and while I'm kind of waiting for the next thing to drop, which for us will be the Cristo Redentor in 6 turns, I'm going to build some walls in some of these cities just to get, even if it's 5 or 6 tourism, every bit counts. Archaeologists are expensive, and until I can plant woods, which is coming up pretty soon, I won't be able to get a lot of production in some of these cities, so I'm going to buy the archaeologists here for 1,600 and start excavating. Because we're about to unlock the ability for national parks here and the ability to plant woods, which will give us a little bit of production and good appeal on some of these tiles, I'm going to grab Liang here, and Liang will give these builders that we're building to plant those woods a few extra charges. I cannot believe England just settled this city. I cannot believe it. Really? My settler was just on the way. There's going to be 2 national parks here. All right, reroute. We're going to have to find more national parks. All of this will be good national parks once Eiffel Tower's completed. Same with up here. We have a culture alliance here, so this won't be too bad. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're a bit late to the party. We're running out of space. We have finally been able to take over the culture lead. 27 tourists to us to 24 for Gandhi. It's still a very long way to go, but we're at least on the path now. This culture alliance is meaning Wilhelmina is settling some bonker cities, so we're going to have to be really quick to make sure we get enough land for all of our national parks. We also just hit steel here, which is great because we can begin work on the Eiffel Tower, and we've already started on Cristo over here, which are two wonders we're really going to need. Eiffel Tower more so than Cristo, but both are going to be really important. Unlike the Taj Mahal, which would have been great, but not that important, these two are going to be incredibly important. All right, conservation's really, really big for us here. It allows us to buy naturalists with faith. That'll allow us to put down our national parks. What makes national parks great is they're going to give us lots of tourism, and they give you the same amount of era score each time you build them. So building lots of them really helps you keep out of a dark age for the rest of the game. We can also use this ability here to plant woods with our builders. Planting woods with our builders, Cleo has lots of food. We don't need to worry about farms as much as we normally would. So you can plant woods, and what it'll do is it'll improve the tile or the appeal of all the tiles around it, but also add a little bit of production to the tile. And then if you don't need these tiles for national parks, national park tiles have to be kind of untouched. You can't put a lumber mill on them, but you can put lumber mills on these tiles if you don't need them for national parks. Then all of a sudden you went from a 2 production tile to what'll be a 5 to 6 production tile, and that's exactly what we're going to do up here in Akhenaten. The first national park is ready to go down. To use a naturalist to build a national park, you need 4 tiles all owned by the same city. So you can go in here and make sure all 4 tiles are owned by the same city. And they all need to have at least green appeal, and that's charming here. And 4 tiles here are all owned by Apu and all having green appeal, so we can go in here and designate that as a national park. Perfect, we've got Apu National Park. Tourism's gonna go up. And that's awesome. The 4 tiles also have to be kind of undisrupted, so you can plant woods on these tiles, not in the Arctic, right? But you can't put lumber mills down. You can't have districts here. There'd be 4 kind of unimproved tiles in the same city. If you're not sure if the tiles are in the same city, you can always check by clicking this, and then you can swap tiles as well between 2 cities that you own. Second national park, good to go. It's a slow build up, but we're getting there. And then we're going to lumber mill the poop out of these tiles here so we can build Cristo just a little bit quicker. So we've hit a regular age here. We are going to lose a little bit of production because now our campus adjacencies are not going to give us production. But we have Heartbeat of Steam here. We'll get an era score for each industrial, era, or later building we construct, which will be quite a few once we hit sewers. I'm going to try as hard as I can here to get tourism from great works of art, maybe? Ooh, let's go for relics. We have lots of relics. Tourism from relics. See if we can double tourism from relics. We still have a lot more slots for relics, so if this goes through, we can just buy more. What's it called? What are they called? Cultists, and create a few more relics here, so that should be totally fine. And a vote for us here, not that it really matters. Diplo points don't really matter yet. And the World Fair, everyone votes for it anyway. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, 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 please. Hooray, relics are doubled. That is perfect for us. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear as if we are going to be able to get Cristo. It looks like she is going to build it in Sheffield in 9 turns, which really, really sucks because we went from 30 turns down to 22 in 1 lumber mill here. I just don't think we're quite going to get there in time. And there's no great engineer here that we can buy that is going to help us out, unfortunately. All right, National Park number 3 is down in Apu. Double Apu National Parks. I'm really sad we're not going to get Cristo. It looks like we're going to get Eiffel Tower. No one else is building Eiffel Tower that we can see. We are bringing the turns per down every time we grab another lumber mill here. So we should be fine in Rakadet for the Eiffel Tower, but not having Cristo really, really feels bad. Like, really bad. All right, I think this is a good spot to leave it. I'm honestly not sure how easy of a time we're actually going to have to pull out a victory from this. India has just denounced us, which really, really kind of hinders us a little bit here. But also over in England, she is building the Cristo Redentor in 2 turns. I'm just shoving my production in here. So once this is done, we're not going to get it, but we're going to get all that production back, which is fine. We'll find something else to build with it. But otherwise, we're going to keep trying to put national parks down. Eventually, we're going to get seaside resorts soon. Flight is coming, so that'll be a little more tourism as well. We have some more space we can settle up here once Eiffel Tower is done to maximize the amount of national parks we can have. And we'll just try and land the plane. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for tuning in. Leave any questions or comments you have in the description below, or in the comments below. In the description below, if you want to catch our live stream, we play Civilization 3 or 4 times a week, along with Football Manager over on our Twitch live stream. That link is in the description as well. It's a great time. You should check it out. There is also links to Twitter and Discord and our Patreon. If you subscribe to the Patreon at any tier, you get all the Twitch subscriber benefits for the Discord, so you can go to the subsection of the Discord and post your Civilization games for us to review. Also, there's a few other perks in there as well, but mostly just thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.